the news that's just broken just a short while ago. A dramatic twist to the Sunanda Pushkar death case in which the Delhi police has confirmed that she was murdered, with the medical board calling her death unnatural. The Delhi police has now registered a murder case in the mysterious death of Sunanda Pushkar. She, of course, is the wife of former Union Minister Shashi Tharoor and was found dead under mysterious circumstances. Remember, last year on the 17th of January at a five-star hotel in Delhi. And what's the basis on which the Delhi police has converted a case of suicide into a case of murder? Let's cut across to my colleague Taunima Biswas, who's been tracking this story now for the last 1 year. She joins us now on the phone line. Taunima, this is of course a dramatic development in the Sunanda Pushkar death case. What are the basic claims on which the Delhi police has converted that case from a case of suicide to a case of murder?
Right. In fact, the police had been considering all options till now, Kashish, whether it was a case of suicide, whether it was a case of murder, or whether it was actually an instance of accidental death. But today, they registered a case of murder, essentially saying that based on the latest medical report that they have got from AIIMS, it seems that the poison had in fact been administered to her either orally or through an injection. Now, why are they considering this? Because there were certain puncture marks which had been found on one of her hands. This had in fact been identified right at the initial stage during the post-mortem, but at that point in time, none of the doctors had in fact definitely been able to say or conclude the fact that the puncture marks are essentially injection marks, which could have been a manner in which the poison was administered to her. Though AIIMS, in fact, had been maintaining the team of doctors from AIIMS who had conducted the post-mortem, they had been maintaining right from the beginning that it was a case of unnatural death. But what had thrown the police off the tracks was that they had in fact sent the samples to a forensic lab in Delhi, which had essentially said that the dose of drug which was found in her body, also essentially the medicine which was found in her hotel room, the dose of drug which was found was not lethal enough to have killed her. So that was one reason why there had in fact been a lot of back and forth between AIIMS as well as this other forensic lab which the police had been consulting. But now the latest report which has come from the AIIMS forensic lab seems to suggest very definitively that it was a case of death due to poisoning, and poisoning which was essentially being done by somebody else and not a case of suicide. So based on that, of course, we are waiting to speak to our sources in the police to figure out if there are any other evidence or which has come forth in the past couple of weeks or so, which has led them to this conclusion that it is a case of murder, and which they are now going to investigate.